Greetings, viewers. If you clicked on the video, you are here to learn about how to get some of your long-range bolt gun kill tasks done. As you can see on the screen here, I've got all the Tarkov Shooter quests done, and I'm going to save you some time so you don't have to wait forever on the video. We got 3 steps here. First thing you're going to do is you are going to go to reserve. You're going to go nighttime. You're going to go to the dome. That's it. You can stop watching the video if that's all you needed, and you're welcome. For those of you that may want a little bit more information on the who, what, why, where, how, you can check the timestamps down below for things if you are not familiar with Reserve, maybe you're new to the game, if you have Red Rebel, if you don't have Red Rebel, and basically what we're going to do once we get to the dome. So let's go ahead and look at our loadout first before we get into it. So again, we're going to go nighttime, so make sure you bring the best possible night vision that you have. I typically bring a primary weapon just in case we have to fight to our position getting to the dome, and then I bring my, obviously, bolt-action rifle because that's what we're here for. In this instance, I do have Red Rebel, so obviously I'm going to want to bring an armored rig because you don't want to wear body armor. So we can use that to get out. So again, we are going to need our paracord. Another nice to have, if you have it, is to bring a thermal. What I'm going to end up doing is swapping this onto my primary and kind of using it to scan and find people quicker. If you do not have Red Rebel, I would bring a bunch of grenades, and I'm going to show you how to get out using D2. If you are, again, not familiar with that. If you are, then you already know where we're going with this. So essentially, that's all you're going to need to bring in the raid. Let's go ahead and jump into it, and we'll get started. All right, so we just spawned in. We are in this little building here. Again, let's just say you are not familiar at all with Reserve. We're in a building, so what we need to do is we need to get outside. We need to see the sky. And what we are looking for is we are looking for that big golf ball thing right there, and that's where we want to go. So regardless of where you are on the map, if you can get outside and you can see the outside, find the outer perimeter of the map, get to a wall or a fence that doesn't let you go any further, and we are trying to get to that dome. You can get there either from this side of the map going up here, or if you spawn somewhere on that side of the map, again, you're just going to follow it up, and there's a path that'll lead you right up to it. All right, so once we get up to this building, now, if you have managed to get your hands on Red Rebel, which I highly recommend you do, and you have some paracord and you're not wearing body armor, this is your extract right here. If I get close to this tree, you'll see it pops up. Obviously, we don't want to leave yet. It's that simple. We're going to go up these stairs. So we're on the back side of the dome right now. Everything behind us is out of the map. So we're just going to go up this second set of stairs. And now from here, we have a visual of the entire map. So if you can make it up here, and again, you're not familiar, you can see the whole map from here. So you know where everything is. If you're looking at a 2D map, you can kind of overlay it in your brain and see everything here. We've got the helicopter with the 3 barracks buildings there. This is kind of the machine shop building area. That's a lot of times where Glukhar is. Glukhar. That right there is the train station where the armored train will pull up. Back there is the busted train buildings or K buildings. And essentially what we're going to do is we want to get up here. It's kind of weird with all this garbage, so you kind of have to go prone where you can and crawl your way up and kind of wiggle between these. And you have full view of all the areas you need to look at. Look, and we've got a guy out down here already. So let me turn that off. What we're going to do is we're going to set our range to 200. This is not a bolt action rifle, by the way. We're going to scare that scav a little bit. But we're going to set our range at 200, and that's going to be spot on. So if these guys stop and they're kind of pivoting in place, looking around, we're just going to hold our breath, put your center dot right on their dome, and pull the trigger, and you will kill whoever you need to kill. This is a huge area when the game first starts. A lot of times you'll just hear explosions and gunshots immediately as you're loading in. This is a big conflict area where Glukhar and his bodyguards or groups of PMCs and scavs, they kind of like to occupy this building, and they will fight out here. Glukhar will come from the K buildings. See that right there? And they'll be coming through this walkway and be fighting. A lot of times you will catch guys hanging out here by this garbage pile, over here by these boxes, kind of at this corner here. One place that they really like to go for some reason is right here behind these boxes. They won't go all the way in the door. I got all 5 of my Shooter Born in Heaven kills from a 5 stack of PMCs that shoved themselves in this corner right here and just sat there. And as I took them out one by one, there wasn't really much left. So I was able to knock all that out, got all the Psycho Sniper done. Look, there we go. He's just can't wait to loot. So again, as you can see, this is pretty ridiculous. This is a super duper easy way to get all your long distance bolt gun kills. Another spot I've seen guys here, you'll see this little night icon. I've had them gather up right here and just sit there, or right here somewhere on this corner of the rooftop. It's literally just a playground, and you are so far away that the AI doesn't recognize you as a threat, that as soon as they see a dead body and loot, they just go run over and grab it. And I have killed all the bodyguards, I've killed scavs, I've killed groups of PMCs. It's just super easy. And because it's nighttime, even if the boss and his guards are there, they will not shoot at you. If you do this during the daytime, they will see you, they will shoot at you. So this is why I recommend coming at nighttime. Now, another location that you are prone to seeing people is over here at the barracks by the helicopter. You're going to kind of see them all over, like this guy just walking here. They do this weird stutter step thing. I don't really know what that's all about. Sure. Anyway, one place that they really like to hang out is right here behind this door. So PMCs and scavs alike will hide in this corner here. I don't know why. You can see people upstairs. They'll come run down here. Again, the boss, his bodyguards, they all like to hang out here. Sometimes if they get stuck, you may have to tag them in the leg, or you could just kill them by shooting them in the ankles because they refuse to move from that spot. I think they're trying to get in the door, but they're trapped behind it and they can't open it from where they're at. I don't know. Looks like Gluhar's boys. I don't know what they're doing with that stutter step crap. That might be Gluhar there. It looks like his suppressor from his Ash 12. Anyway, haven't had that happen with the boss yet. Usually it's scavs or PMCs. If you need to, because again it's nighttime, you can climb up here if you need to get a better vantage point because you can't quite see their head. You knock them out like that. That's definitely Gluhar. So there's your Gluhar kill if you need the Huntsman's eraser task. It doesn't get any easier than that. You just watched me wipe out the boss and all of his bodyguards without even using a bolt gun. So again, obviously we would use your bolt gun for stuff like that. The thermal that I brought along, what I will do, or what I have done when I was kind of first figuring this out, is I would just bring a thermal, slap that on my primary gun, take up my prone position. You're going to have to turn your night vision off because night vision and thermal don't mix, and then just scope in and look around. You'll see there's lights, there's burn barrels. That's the burn barrel that's on that roof with the night icon. Those will light up white. If you've got a FLIR, maybe a different color for you. And you just kind of scope around. You can just scan and look, and anything white you see, or if you switch modes, it'll be black or red, or whatever color your thermal is. Those are both fires. But you're looking for those spots. Dead bodies are going to show up. Sometimes you'll see scavs on that roof. This is just a real quick, easy way. You say, oh, I got something there. Switch back to your night vision, go to your bolt gun, and you have a little bit better idea of where to locate the people. Again, if this is something you're not familiar with, if you're familiar with this map or you got really good eyes, you can just sit up here with your night vision. You can also scope in, and I'm looking down at the grass. There's nothing there, but if you look to the top left where the workshop area is, you get a more zoomed in view. You can also click your mouse button and kind of do some free looking while you're scoped in, and spot people that way. So it's just that simple. So once you're done, you can hang out as long as you want. I usually bring food and drink because I'm going to be laying there for a while. Once the action calms down, you just keep waiting and waiting and waiting, and eventually different groups of PMCs will move from They'll hang out in the train building for a while, and then they'll run over here because they get bored, and then they'll get engaged and start fighting, and people will be running around, and then scavs will show up to loot. There's always something going on if you just wait a little bit. So then when it's time to leave, we just come down these stairs, hang out down here, and we extract. Look at that, 15,000 XP. We got Gluhar, we got 3 of the guards, and we got a couple scavs. All headshots. Again, we were doped in at 200, so not super difficult at all. They had no interest in us. Didn't even try shooting. If you go during the daytime, you're going to get a different result. All right, so if you do not have Red Rebel, I highly recommend that you get it and that you work towards it. It is unlocked at Jaeger level 3. These are the items that are required to trade for it. If you just run a bunch of interchange, you should be able to get the majority of these. If you are really good at stocking up on cash, you can purchase what you need from the flea market to fix the difference in what you're missing. I highly, highly, highly recommend having Red Rebel. It gives you alternate options for extracts, not only just for the video and what I'm showing you, but just in general when you're playing. It gives you other options of ways to get out if things get kind of spicy. So definitely work towards getting this, and I would recommend getting it before you even try this because, as you'll see, it makes life super easy. However, if you don't have it, I'm going to show you how to get out. All right, so here we are back on top of the dome. You finished blasting everybody that you need to blast. You got all your task updates, or there's been not a whole lot of action at all. You got out and you reset the raid, and it's time to get out, but you do not have Red Rebel. So let's take a look at what you need to do. So we're going to head back down the stairs. All right, so again, this would be the Red Rebel extract, but you don't have it. So you need to come over here. So you'll see this automatic grenade launcher here that's pointed at the rest of the map. There's a path that comes up from there through this gate. This door right here is open. This one's locked. This is the big building with the dome. That door will be open. So we're going to come over here to this door. And what we're doing is we're going down to D2. If you have no idea what that is, then this part of the video is for you. Keep coming down these stairs. We're going to open this door. There should be absolutely 0 scavs, 0 PMCs. You should have nothing to worry about until the point where I tell you that you have something to worry about. There's a hole right here that you will fall through if you're not paying attention. And it's a long drop down, and you will hurt yourself and or die. So just stay on the wood, and you'll be fine. And then we've got to go down this spiral staircase. All right, so once you get to the bottom, if you are a loot goblin like me, there should be some things to loot. There's a duffel bag. You'll find some ammo in this box. There'll usually be weapon parts laying on that box there. I found paracord on these shelves here. Sometimes there will be a green box here. I found a tank battery in there before. There's also another green box that spawns somewhere in this area before you get to this door. So in here is a great place to look for tech stuff. If you need coftums, VPXs, vertexes, this is an amazing place to check. I have found all 3 in one raid. I have also found none in like 20 raids in a row. Check inside these little pockets here. Inside of this, I know this is kind of not the point of the video, but if you're not familiar with this area, this is going to help you with that. Check in there, check on the table, check under that. Check on there, again, check all these little pockets. Check on the ground right here. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Check this corner here on the ground. There's a door here. Check on that. There. There's a computer. There's 2 filing cabinets. Here's a safe. I found a bunch of tech stuff that spawns right here on this shelf there. Again, not the point of the video, but something helpful to help you with some of your later tasks when you need those found in raid items. And if you're going to be coming this way anyway, there's no reason not to check each time you come through. Just give yourself plenty of time to get out. Check on top of these boxes, on top of these, there. top of this, the desk. Here. Just doing a sweep. You can just run through here. Once you kind of set this up as a routine and you're doing the tasks and you run through, you can do this a lot quicker. Check on top of that box. So that's the door we came out of. If you just come straight down these stairs and come up this way. The extract we need to get through is through here. However, before we can open that door, we have to turn the power on. So we're about to go to an area that's a little bit spicy. This should all still be safe through here. It's possible you could get a scav down here. I have not encountered one, but again, that doesn't mean that you won't or can't. I just have never seen one down this far. And now this is the part where you need to start paying attention and listening and worrying about getting shot by somebody. So once we get up these stairs, we're in PMC scav raider territory. Now, this is where, again, you need to be careful. So you see the Queen logo here. We've got this door. This is where we need to go to turn the power on. Make sure there's nobody coming down this way after you. This is a hot spot right here. Right now, I have the AI turned off, so I can run around as freely as I want, but you need to be creep walking through here. I have encountered raiders, scavs, and PMCs all at once. I'm going to turn that light off because that's annoying with the night vision. So a lot of times PMCs will be up here and they will come down these stairs. They'll stop on the stairwell. They like to occupy this area up here. I have had a PMC get stuck right there on that sandbag and he was running in place and I got my last within 25-meter bolt gun headshot. I just kind of crept up pretty close here. He was distracted running into the wall and got him. All in here is the possibility of raiders. I've come down here and found nothing but corpses and not a single live soul at all. And I've come down here and found 5 raiders and 2 PMCs and 3 scavs just hanging out like they were good buddies. And it was quite a fight. This is why I bring grenades. If, again, you don't have Red Rebel, bring your grenades. You can just toss them in this area here. Or kind of, if you know nobody's out here, you can kind of peek and toss them that way and just listen for those audio cues. Once you've taken care of everybody, you know it's clear. You've checked all your hard corners, you've grenaded, there's no vocal responses. We need to turn on the power to D2 to get out. So you're going to go through this door. So that's where we came from, right through here. Very first door on your left that you come to. These doors may or may not be open, closed. There's no telling. The scavs do all kinds of goofy shit when they come down here. I like to kind of come through this way. You can either shoot or smack that with your melee weapon if you want to be quiet. You're going to come into this room with these server racks. Check these for those tech spawns. Check here. This is the switch we're looking for. You're going to turn that on. Go ahead and check that while you're here. And then we're just going to creep back through the offices. Listening, I would be crouch walking through here. Again, this is raider territory. Scavs like to come down here quite frequently, especially when you're here. We're going to come back out here, check all your corners, listen, throw some more grenades if you need to. Check, check, and then haul buns and get back to D2. I would check here too. You could have somebody hanging out. Go down the stairs. We're basically going to kind of go back the way we came until we hit that door I told you is towards the extract. All right. Once we are back in this room with all the tech stuff, that's the door we came from that led from the dome. We're going to go through here. Before you hit this door, if you look to the right, I've found air filters if you need those, if you want to sell them to make some more cash, if you're using them. One of those giant air filters that goes in your hideout spawns right there. Oops. Definitely didn't mean to do that. don't have to worry about campers or stank rat putting tripwires down here, so you're safe to come through here. Nobody ever comes down this way. Sometimes a duffel bag spawns right there. Sometimes a duffel bag will spawn on the couch, on the desk, underneath the desk. You've got 2 jackets right here. Definitely good stuff to check on your way out. Again, this should all be safe down here. There should be no scavs, no raiders, no PMCs. You're going to come down here. This is the button to open it. If the power is not on, you cannot click that button. So if you get here and it's not working, you need to backtrack and flip that power switch. This takes a little while to open. Again, nobody's chasing you. There's nothing to worry about. This doesn't go anywhere or come from anywhere. Once it opens up wide enough that you can fit through, you can walk in, and this is your D2 extract. All right, and we survived. So hopefully you found this video helpful. If there is anything that you have questions about, if you feel like I didn't cover anything, I missed something, I went too fast, let me know down below. I'll be glad to get back to you if I need to respond to you in the comments. If you need me to make another video, if you want to group up sometime and I can help you run through it and learn it, just leave me a comment and I will be glad to get back to you. So anyway, with that, I'll stop taking up your time. Hope you have a great day, and we'll catch you in another video.